So, Service, The Walking Dead, the newest episode of The Walking Dead, season 7, episode 4, it wasn't great because of the action. It was great because of the emotion and the suspense and ultimately Jeffrey Dean Morgan's portrayal of Negan. I mean, I understand why people are getting irritated, and in a way, I am too, as far as the lack of action in the last few episodes, but I'm sure they'll make up for it pretty soon. But uh, it was a good episode because Negan was just prowling around Alexandria with his goons, taking everything they want, threatening people. Of course, at one point he threatened to kill the lady who was keeping track of all the weapons. He threatened to kill her if they didn't find the two guns, and it was just insane seeing all the members of Alexandria react in different ways. Father Gabriel, of course, was all peppy and he said, "Okay, we'll make it through it eventually, Rick. We trust in you." Rick, of course, was just letting Negan walk all over him. He got very close to killing him on occasion, but Negan was just walking all over him, and he let that happen. As far as Rosita's concerned, I really liked her and Spencer's subplot when we got to see Rosita and Spencer go out, sort of Rosita getting guns and trying to find them. And by the end of the episode, we figure out that she wants to talk to Eugene about making bullets. So they're probably going to be the main people to help get Rick back on track as far as that, considering the Saviors took all their weapons. But props to Andrew Lincoln and Jeffrey Dean Morgan for their performances here as Rick and Negan, because that dynamic really helped fuel this episode. Because if they either the actors would have been off the ball and wouldn't have been acting as well as they did in this episode could turn into a very boring episode. But instead, it was entertaining, very entertaining, and it was just sad seeing all of Alexandria's supplies just leave. And really, another thing too we learned is that Michonne doesn't completely agree with Rick on everything, but she's going to try to start agreeing. And we learned that Shane is actually the father of Judith, which is a thing a lot of people had suspected for a long time, but nobody on the show had come out and said. So that was interesting learning that tidbit at the end. But overall, this episode was entertaining because we got to see how the different members of Alexandria reacted in different ways to Negan coming in and taking everything, and really showcased Negan as the big bad of The Walking Dead so far. And as far as the Saviors, they're just as bad as their leader. So I can't wait till they all come back and get some justice, of course. But this show is definitely building some suspense before then, and building up this idea that the Saviors aren't going to go down easy and Rick's broken, But it was a really good episode. It wasn't quite as exciting as some of the other episodes in the previous seasons or even this season, but it was still definitely, it adds so much suspense that it made you keep wanting to watch. So overall, I think Service was a great episode and a great showcase of Negan, and I hope that in the coming weeks, though, they will showcase more action, and I bet they will. I'm betting on that they will. But Service was a nice break from all that, and I'd have to give this episode probably a 9.0 out of 10. It was just a phenomenal episode to showcase all the different characters. A lot of them we hadn't seen in action for a while, and showcase sort of their storyline and what was going on. I'm pretty sure next week we're going to be able to see what happens to Hilltop, so that'll be interesting. And in the trailer, it showed all the Saviors coming in and ransacking the place, so that's going to be awesome. But Service was definitely a great episode of The Walking Dead. I'd have to give it a 9 out of 10. It's just simply amazing. So this has been Jonesy from Joneser TV giving you the review. Remember to like and subscribe for more Walking Dead content.